3 good weeks, I could not breathe because of that beating.
Slap.
He kicked me. You understand? I'm a woman. I'm not going to do that to you. You understand? And you are saying
can't stay.
It was a once-off thing.
You can't stay.
And when he tried to apologize, he drove me into one jungle like that to say, I'm sorry. I said, why are you bringing me here?
Welcome to ZFG Podcast. We love you.
Until we went to the doctor, and the doctor said it's good for us to have sex. That is going to give a easy delivery. Before, I felt easy to have sex with when she was pregnant. With my second child, I was different. I believe that in life, you grow to something. Yeah. Do you think if my wife wasn't patient with me that time, she wouldn't have left me?
That is, you have grown by the time.
Now, do you understand what I'm saying?
So I've seen situation of what she did. Okay, go and warm my food for me. It's okay, my darling, I will go. Then she's trying to reply a message before she stand up. Then you slap her with that phone. That phone even hit her on the head.
If your girlfriend thinks that you're playing that game over her, and she takes that game, she posts it on Facebook to sell it. Is that domestic violence or not?
The waiter will come to me, ma'am, that gentleman over there is calling you. And you're thinking, I'm not looking for any guy. When you turn around, this is your guy calling you. And you're like, oh my God, this is so nice and sexy. Until one time, that motherfucker panel beated me nicely.
I know another family that they used to come and pray by my dad. The husband used to beat the wife because the wife sleep a lot.
Like your wife is your first daughter. Just look at her as your first daughter. Imagine that you give birth to her. Would you beat her? Would you make her hungry? Would you deny her from doing something? Like you want her to grow. You want her to be happy. You want her to be loved, right? That's what you do to your daughter. So just do that to her.
Then she was there hugging every different guy, drinking alcohol. When the alcohol kicks in, is that problem?
That is when she comes.
She will come. So you say you have not seen me since the time I got here. If I try to say, so you've been hugging different guys. What do you want? I will hear tower.
I think women are making mistake, ne? Women are losing good men for one single day mistake.
Hello, amazing people. Welcome back to your most tantalizing and hilarious podcast in Africa, ZFG. I'm still your guy, J Prince, and I'm always with
King Sammy in the building.
V for virus, V for victory. You already know.
Yes, welcome back. We do have a guest in our midst, but before I talk about our guest, I want you to take your time, relax, sit back, then go to that subscribe button.
And it's for free.
It's free. You don't even have to pay for it.
Before we get to 10,000 subscribers, so that you can be part of the people.
And
so you can know our story. You know our story.
I'm pretty sure we're going to activate the VIP followers as well, so you can be part of it. And also make sure you watch this video to the end so you don't miss out or get lost, because it is always fun and hilarious. Yes, welcome back. We do have a guest in our midst, and she's a very gorgeous lady. She's an amazing lady, and anytime I have an encounter with her, it's always a vibe. It's always fun. Yes, she would have to tell us more about herself, but I'm talking about no other, Alerato Anti-Sexy.
Ladies and gentlemen, drum rolls.
Thank you.
Yeah, Anti-Sexy. I actually asked you this question backstage, but then I want to ask you again. Tell me, what have you been doing to stay sexy? And in that process, tell our viewers a bit more about yourself.
Oh my God. Hi guys, my name is Lorato, aka Anti-Sexy, because I'm the hottest auntie in town.
You already know.
Oh my God, Prince, you asking me what am I doing to stay sexy? I think just be yourself, love yourself, and I think just loving myself.
Yeah, be happy.
Be happy.
Why is it that when you ask people how to be successful, they tell you to love yourself? Even when you ask them how they are sexy, it's love yourself.
Because eventually, if you love yourself like J Prince does, I tell you, a lot of people from far would think you're a billionaire and come into your life to come and embarrass you. And when they eventually get there, they will see nothing to embarrass you apart from you get. So it's just a way of life. You just need to stay healthy and stay happy, stay positive. Because
Stay
it is
positive.
positivity. Like anyone will tell me, like, dude, I've never seen you like down. Bro, I don't get down. The only time I'm down is when I'm in the bathroom because the water is up. I'm down.
Thanks, guys, for having me today. It's an honor.
Yeah, of course,
to
you're welcome.
actually
It's an
be
honor to have you around.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for coming. So let's dash straight into today's topic. Yes, today's topic is domestic violence. You know, there's a lot of I actually been thinking about today's topic, and I realized that there's a lot of branches, a lot of things, a lot of stuff to glance through on this very topic. To crown it up, it is actually a very sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Either you like it or not, anything that comes with violence in the first place is not nice.
Yeah.
Not just being it domestic, like it is so close. It is something you apparently experience every day of your life. You know, it is a very crazy stuff. But then let's start with our visitor today. What do you think about domestic violence on its own?
Phew. Domestic violence is a very sensitive topic that most people don't even like to talk about, but we have to talk about it at the end of the day. You know, for me personally, the first time I experienced domestic violence, it was between my mom and her late husband when I was very, very young. And from that time, I've always told myself that because I saw her, she almost died. She stayed in hospital for 6 months. Her husband beat her to, like, I can't even... Like, man, I was so young and I'm watching this woman's almost lifeless body there, and this man keeps beating her. You understand? I couldn't do anything, but the only thing I remember doing, I had to run. I'm sure something like 5, if not 7 kilometers to my grandparents' house because there was nothing I could do, you understand, but to go and call someone that can come and help this person. And this person is my mother, you understand? But at that time, I didn't even know that she was my mom.
How old were you?
Phew, that was a long time. I think 1993. Oh, yeah, 1993. I remember it was. Yeah, that was a long time.
Imagine facing those apartheid and things that are happening around.
So like I think I was going to go there. Like,
Facing another apartheid in your home.
You are seeing this in your house. You understand? You know, because my mom had me when she was young, I grew up knowing her as my sister. But immediately after she had me, she got married. So for sometimes I would go visit her in her house, her married. So I think this time when this man was beating her, I'm just looking at my sister dying.
Helpless.
So I had to run to my grandparents' house.
Yeah,
you know,
tell them what's going on.
And I told my grandfather, I remember, I just said, they're killing TD. I called her by her name. TD's her name. They're killing TD. And then he just got into a car with a Shambok. We went back, but he had a car, thank God. So we drove back, and then we got there. This nigga is sitting down and watching her there. I think had we not arrived in time, I think she would have died.
Oh my God.
Okay, then one question. That the grandfather that you call and got there and see somebody sitting there after doing all that, what did the grandfather do with that shovel?
With that Shambok, he was just beating. And at that time, I'm crying. Yeah, beating the husband.
Oh, good.
So at that time, I'm crying. I'm like, Ntatemoholo. Ntatemoholo means grandpa.
Yeah, grandpa.
Let's take TD here. And then he grabbed her, put her in a van. So we went to the hospital. So we got to the hospital. Obviously, I'm a child. I'm not supposed to go in. So my grandfather takes her in. And I remember I saw her a couple of days after that. They had put her, is it braces or what? You know, the in English.
It's braces.
Yeah, to put back because they actually broken her jaws.
Wow.
Surgical
so she had to stay in hospital for 6 months. I'm telling you, she almost lost her life. And now, this is where I find out that this person is actually not my dad. Because, you know, when you grow up as a baby, I'm always going there. You understand? I'm always going there. So now, all this time that she's in hospital, I had to go now live with my grandparents, which were my parents, confusing, but yeah. I was living with them, and then she was in hospital, so they go and visit her all the time. I remember she came back, she went to take my younger brother, and she went to the village. After some time, she went with me. She left me in the village. So now, you living from the city, the dangers of domestic violence, your whole life now has changed because you are used to this softer yana life. All of a sudden, it has crashed because now this person is abusive. And I think my mother at that time, when she was in hospital, they probably told her that if you go back to that man, he's going to kill you. Because I remember my mother is big like me, you understand? Then, you understand? And her late husband was very petite. And I remember at some point she tried to fight for herself, and she kind of like overpowered him. And when she overpowered him, his siblings came, his brother came in, his sister came in. So obviously there's nothing you can do. 3 people are beating you. Obviously it was going to be bad. It was bad.
Okay.
So after that, after the hospital.
You mean 3 people are beating the woman?
Yes.
Damn.
So after that, when she came back from the hospital, obviously went to the village. I stayed in the village. She went back to the city. And at that time, I thought maybe she went back to him. No, she went to pack her things, went to start her life, went to rent a smaller room that was, everything. It was our bathroom, our kitchen, our bedroom, everything. We did everything in that room. And she left her husband just like that, never divorced him whatsoever. At home, she's still his wife, you understand? Until we moved to South Africa. So when we moved to South Africa, she's now staying. I'm not used to this, but now she takes me. It's just me and her she's trying to find her life. She's still young. She's a young mother. She had me when she was very young. So when she's still trying to find herself, she meets this other guy here in South Africa. Well, at that time, because he was working, I thought he was good until this other time again. I saw them fighting, and I'm like, what's wrong with this man? What kind of bad luck is this? You're young, you sing this thing. What kind of bad luck is this?
Like this, we
You
just
left
got off.
someone-
Just getting over one.
You understand? Now
Hey,
here is
bring it
this
out there.
one. And now we're in a foreign country. Remember, we don't know anyone there. They are mocking us. They are calling us Basotho every time.
What's Basotho?
Basotho is the...
Sotho
because
people.
We are from Lesotho.
Lesotho people.
Oh, Lesotho, the country that is inside South Africa.
Yes.
Oh,
so when we come to South Africa,
You are still a
they're
foreigner.
mocking us. You're still a foreigner, you understand?
Yeah.
So, okay, this guy abuses my mother. We also now leave. We have to start again afresh because we came from Lesotho to South Africa, Bloemfontein, afresh. This thing keeps going like this. But every time it happens, she leaves. You understand? She doesn't go back there. So I've learned from that since I
bottom
was
line.
young. The bottom line is don't stay.
Don't stay.
You understand?
Okay. Let me ask you this. Those men, like what did she do after the whole thing of the whole abuse and all that? Like for
Then.
instance, when she was in coma or in the hospital, what did she do? What did your grandparent do about this guy?
Nothing.
You see. So
Nothing was done.
that actually goes to the question I want
Men
to ask
think
you.
it's right because nothing was done.
Yeah, that's the question I want to ask you now. Like, okay, because I realized that, okay, in a lot of domestic violence cases are always like not taken seriously.
Yes, because...
So I feel the reason why a lot of people don't report it is because it's not taken serious, or a lot of people just don't feel like reporting it, or they don't feel like they believe them, or like, what do you think is the reason why the whole thing was not reported first time, second time?
I think more than anything before, now I think domestic violence cases, they take them very serious because men have taken advantage for a long time of women. So I think back then, the reason people did not maybe open cases because sometimes when they used to go to the police station, police would tell you, your husband and wife or your boyfriend and girlfriend these things happens usually. You guys fight, you get back together. And truth is, sometimes you go back to your person because we had in your mind like, he didn't mean it. I probably did something to upset him. That's why he reacted the way he reacted. You understand? Or sometimes you stay because you don't have anything that you're doing. This is the provider. You understand? So if now I open a case for you as my provider, who's going to provide for me if you go to prison? So a lot of men took advantage of that. Do you understand that? Even if I go to the police station, some women, they just go and drop the case. So how are police going to take it seriously? Because next time when it happens,
You're still going to drop the case.
You understand? I'm still going to open the case. Yes. So they just don't take it seriously. But now I think since the president of South Africa, Mr. Ramaphosa, said, if you touch a woman, you don't even get a bail, straight to prison. I think men will probably reduce.
Talking about because they didn't report the whole scenario because of those kind of things. I think statistically, 70% of women in prison are someone who retaliated to an abusive man, or it is just from killing a man.
Yes, 70%. Is it
Like
70?
60%.
Yeah, let's say 60.
You get, because and then the 10% accomplice of maybe a crime or maybe a theft. Yeah, don't forget.
Yes.
A theft and all that. You know. So I realized that the reason why it's been taken serious now is because eventually some people die in the process, either the man or the woman. You know, so it has to be taken serious. And then before we go to maybe it is this abuse is always committed by a man, or it goes from the other way around. King Sammy and Virus, do you think you have something to say about domestic violence generally?
Have you ever experienced domestic violence
For me,
yourself?
I think with domestic violence, I think it comes from the woman and it also comes from the man. I think men have been blamed a lot of time for domestic violence, and a lot have to do with the woman. You see, as a man, don't bring out your frustration on your woman.
Yeah.
If things are not going right now, fine, she can be toxic.
Toxic.
Yeah, either way.
That thing is not even an additional when we're younger.
You understand? So I don't like
know about
this.
toxic when Twitter came. There was no English of toxicity or whatever that English is in my dictionary.
So she can be like that sometimes. I just think everybody should have a common ground.
Yes.
Now I talk to men. Now I want to talk to women. I think for a woman, please, I think you should understand when a man is not okay. He just wants to be left alone. Like, he just wants to re-strategize. You understand?
If you are a man,
And
beat me
just
now.
just imagine the time that you are not okay. You see someone fighting with you in the house for more than days. And we are together in the same house. And your mind is... You understand? Like, you know when you communicate. I think communication is the basic thing here. You see, I think if you love someone, you let that person know, this is what me I like. This is what me I don't like, right?
If you beat a woman one time, let's say 2 times, realistically speaking, you 1 time, 2 times, then you stop. I won't, because that 1 time, 2 time might have been a way of provoking you to do it, not because you are a woman beater. If you do it continuously, it's not because of what she's saying. Now you are used to it. You are a narcissist, and now you're used to it. It even happens to our teacher in school. When they get used to beating students a lot, even when you don't when the crime you commit isn't that much, but because now he's used to it, any little thing I've seen situation
corporal
of
punishment.
what she did. Okay, go and warm my food for me. It's okay, my darling, I will go. Then she's trying to reply a message before she stand up. Then you slap her with that phone. That phone even hit her on the head.
That person is having a mental problem.
You get it is because you're used to
one
it.
is
That
not-
is not
it's
your
not
first
normal.
time. You wouldn't hit a woman for that kind of thing.
Okay. Listen,
Yeah,
listen to me, ne? Listen to me, ne? You hear the story of that girl.
I'm not sure if
You
man
don't
would
hear
throw
the
food.
story of that guy. That guy,
she put
listen to
poison
me.
in
Calm
the
down, bro. That guy is not animal. That guy is also a human.
How are you sure?
Calm
Except-
down. Listen
except
to
he's
me.
an
Calm
animal,
down. Something like this may be happening for a while. That the guy have been complaining about it. Like, I don't like it when I'm talking to you. You are always on your phone.
That's
Do you
why you
understand?
slap the phone
Calm
with her
down.
face.
No, chill. The guy didn't mean it to slap the phone to her face. The guy meant to slap the phone away.
It's domestic violence.
Calm down. Like, I understand women have the rights for everything. I'm just saying,
No, okay.
let's come to a common ground and see where the mistake is
Zaddy,
coming
can
from.
I say something?
Yeah, I
Zaddy?
understand what you're saying there.
Can I
Like,
say
even
something?
if it was your younger brother that you have been telling,
You get
that when I'm talking to you, stop pressing your phone. And when I tell you to go warm my food, it could be my mother and I'll be mad. Yeah,
Virus.
I understand. But what I'm just going to say is
Okay.
like, what you know was saying is, as a man, that doesn't make you to...
Yes.
It's her. Basically, bro,
You know
there's
what
a lot
I'm
of things you do for a woman that she
I
will
don't
feel so
think
bad
so.
of herself.
okay.
Yeah.
If she, bro,
Okay,
I'm telling
guys,
you, if
I
you find
understand.
out,
Because your kids will do worse.
if you find
So
out,
what would you do?
bro?
Okay.
Bro, let
Your
me
kids will
say,
do worse
if you
than
find
that.
out she served you and the food was poison, if you slap her for that reason, I think it's worth a slap.
Are you
That's
kidding
what
me?
I
That
know.
is more than
You
Nah,
get,
nah, nah.
but then,
Nah,
bro,
no,
you can't
no,
tell somebody
don't
to
do
do
that.
something. You get my point. I'm giving you.
You will
I'm
chop
giving
the
you.
food, chop it.
Bro,
You're mad.
I'm giving you drastic thing a woman would do to you
That
that
you
will push
say.
you, which I'm sure it doesn't even happen commonly.
I know another family that they used to come and pray by my dad. The husband used to beat the wife because the wife sleep a lot.
He was trying to wake her
Oh,
up. He was just trying
Are
to
you
wake
not
her
going to
up.
blame the woman?
He was
for not
trying
going
to
to-
wake her up.
No,
for not
that's
trying to
fine.
stay
that
up.
one was just a pure
He was
wicked
trying to wake her
person.
up.
This story I'm telling you, ne? The wife will put something on the fire, and the wife will be sitting down here watching movie, and the wife will fall asleep.
Get a cook.
Yes, get a cook. Get a cook.
Then don't
You've
fucking
not-
stay with her again.
You've
How much
already
is my
noticed
salary?
that-
I
don't
should go and
like
get a
it.
zoo.
Wait,
I'm working
guys.
at
Don't let her cook for you.
Wait,
Then
guys.
leave her. Find another wife.
Wait, guys.
Leave her.
Wait.
Find another wife.
Find another.
Instead of
Wait.
now beating her
Very
for
funny.
nature,
Go and find
for
a
what
cook.
she naturally does.
What
Are you-
an option?
are
I
you
didn't say I
kidding
was
me?
playing for Fatford. I'm not playing for Sheffield
This
United.
person-
Before you even got married, she would have been sleeping like that. You
I-
took it to marriage. Now she's sleeping. Then you are not
Now you are
punishing
talking.
somebody
Now
for
you are
nature.
talking,
You
not that get a
understand?
cook. What cook?
Is it that you get a cook or you leave her?
Which cook?
Are you fucking
Are you kidding me? Which
So
cook?
now,
Why
if
can't
you
I
are-
just marry the cook then?
If
Just
you
You
are-
marry your wife to be a cook.
Okay, now that's what I'm saying. You didn't cook, right? Okay, let me
We're
just
not
marry the
saying
cook.
she shouldn't cook or she shouldn't.
I marry her to
But
Did I marry her to sleep?
Did you marry her to wake up?
Yeah, of course.
It's nature.
Of course,
you
you
can't
must wake up. What the
beat
fuck you
somebody
guys-
up for
do you
nature.
guys know-
You must wake up. Wake the fuck up. What the
I
fuck
think
you
if you are
wake
from
up?
Nigeria and you are watching this, right? I think this should teach you a lesson that not everything is spiritual. Eh?
yeah.
Some of you are your problem.
Listen, that time there is this animal we call Eta.
What does
Eta.
it look like?
It's
The one
like-
that eats the ants.
No, it's like those grasshopper, like
Oh,
Eta.
okay.
Oh, atata. Atata la ma
We
pe ya.
use that Eta to do a spiritual work for that sister, not to sleep. Even when I'm doing prayer for the, listen, when I'm doing prayer,
To every problem, there's a solution.
Kiko, I'm
Nah,
going
you
to
never
use
find out.
that today.
when I pray like at night, right? I used to go and do the distance so that my dad will come and do the final like Oreo affair.
As the deputy director that
And
you
I
are.
That sister name was there. I need to pray on the name that the sister should stop sleeping.
Then you were sleeping.
Even you, they laugh. Sorry, I'm sorry, bro. Even you, when you go be the husband, he dey funny.
No, you were sleeping.
You go laugh next and you go light. My life, it's my flat. He called it. Even you want to marry, I be the funny.
Wait, what do you do?
But she fed to my house.
You sleep me. Ogun shati.
That was the one gas house.
Ogun shati ego.
Let me give you the funny.
Excuse me, guys.
I will be the one praying, right? To be honest with you, sometimes I will be so tired. I'll be so tired that I'll be sleeping. When I hear my dad, we have a prayer room, right?
That's it. Like the Ogun,
Guys,
the Ogun is even affecting.
let me tell you.
Let her come and attack you.
And listen, guys,
When I don't want her to sleep.
this is how spiritual the way I grew up was structured, ne? We were living in a 3-bedroom flat, right?
Yeah.
We dedicate 1 bedroom complete for a prayer room,
For
right? My dad and mom in one.
The children in the rest.
And
didn't you guys
but listen, guys, ne? This is one thing I want people to understand. In Nigeria, ne? Families sleep together. There is nothing like gay, lesbian. Is this civilization? And me, I hear it when I come to South Africa because I don't know about Bobrisky when I was in Nigeria. Like families sleep together. Like
Yeah, we share.
I understand.
Girls from maximum.
But you know now, I want, like, my kids are boys, but I want them to have different rooms. Do you understand? Not to talk of a grown girl and a grown boy sleeping in the same room. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Why we dedicate only 1 bedroom for a prayer room?
It means be serious.
And what I was saying, that, like, my dad will wake up middle of the night, open the door.
Prayers.
Me, that I'm doing prayer for people not to sleep. I'm already sleeping.
Let me tell you, it's the
I will
battle
wake
of the auntie. The battle of the auntie is so strong that it has to leave her and come to you to fight you first.
Listen, bro, I'll wake up when my dad is coming.
Yeah.
I'll start but deep down in me, I know I'm sleeping. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to remind
That's what I
you of
wanted to
something.
say.
That you remember this girl, Precious, right? Bro.
Look at what Precious did to
See like
me.
what Precious did.
And then-
now somebody who wasn't there will say you are a domestic violent.
Okay, let me share that
What
part.
did-
Let me
what
share
did
one part of
Precious do?
Precious.
Can I hear,
Let me
please?
share. No, she would ambush me anywhere she sees me after
This
we
one
broke
will
up.
slap you.
She will
If
be
you look at
slapping
sitting
me.
down
Playing,
here.
if I'm
As a
chilling in
girl,
the
she
club,
will
she
just
comes
slap you.
and say, "What are you doing here?" So you say you didn't see me. If I try to make a statement, she slaps me. And
Noah!
I will start begging.
She
Like,
disgraced Junior in the whole of the club.
many times in the club, she walks up to me, broom, before I
will
come.
crawl back to my
you
mother's
see,
belly.
can I say
and tell her to
something?
give
Can I
birth
say
to me
something?
again if
You
that
see,
happens
it's
to
those
me.
kind of women also they
I will be
abuse
reborn.
their woman rights.
So this is what
you
I'm trying to
understand?
say now.
Because she knew there was nothing Prince could do. If you tried touching her, people are going
She
to
will go
beat
to
you
police
up.
station.
And
And she have done it
and the
many
fact
times.
that you are a Nigerian, it was even.
You know, let me be honest with you. In all,
And
And
in all honesty,
when she does these things, what are other people saying? People are.
like, no, don't worry. You
why
see,
me?
in all
It's did
honesty, I'll tell you for the reason of the people that are watching this podcast, I'll tell you that there is nothing a woman would do to you that will hurt you as much as you beating her. If it gets to that point, nobody will even say, "Why did you slap her?"
Why did you slap her? Yeah.
Like the example I gave in the first instance, you get, this girl pushed me very much, but then because the me that I am is not the me that beats woman.
That you're not a woman beater. Yeah.
You get, so I'll just see her like,
Lord
if I
bless
give you
you.
one, you see all this slap you slap. If I give you one, okay.
Your
So
pop,
this other day we've been together. She has been abusing me for like months, right? I even go to the father. He said we're going to go to court to get a restraining order for her. Okay, at some point.
You know, don't suffer for South Africa.
At some point.
Oh man.
There is.
Sorry, bro.
So there are time. There is a time Sefo was coming from Midrand to come meet us in Captain Park and spend time with us, you know. So he came. So normally, as your friend, you would have actually told him, like, mentioned to him like, you have a serious girlfriend now, blah blah blah, you know.
Yeah,
So when he arrived, the first thing he asked when we were sitting in the bar was like, "Hey, where's that your girlfriend?" Sammy was going to give you gave him the response. Do you know what Sammy response? She will get here now and she will start beating him up. That was Sammy's response. Like, that girlfriend.
Because that's why.
And she got there.
Yes.
Luckily for me, for like 10-15 minutes, my mommy's family leader was with me there. She didn't say hi to me. She didn't come. Maybe she was frightened with the squad, like seeing Sefo as a new guy, seeing Sammy. Then she was there hugging every different guy, drinking alcohol. When the alcohol kicks in, is that problem.
That is when she comes.
She will come. So you say, you have not seen me since the time I got here. If I try to say, so you've been hugging different guy, what do you want? I will hear tower. At some point,
Did you laugh, Junior?
At some point.
Sorry, I'm not laughing. That's a very sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, at some point, I was already on my guard. Anytime she's talking to me.
You don't ready. If I say I want to see you on phone talk.
Okay.
She
got me in the club. This is a true life story. Everyone, you will know that I'm not just a woman beater. We were chilling in the club. Me, Sammy, we bought alcohol. We met her there with two men. She brought two of her friends to join them.
This is not a fabu. This is a real life story.
You get.
Sam was there.
You get like. So they were just there. We were just chilling. Me and Sammy. No two man mopo. At some point, the
One
friends.
day you have to explain to me what you do to these girls.
You know.
For them to go crazy like
so
this.
Then at some point, those friends left our table and joined us. Like, this man, they are Malome. Imagine they are drinking. What alcohol were they drinking? Is it Jack? Is it just those old men alcohol? And we had NSC and Sky vodka. Everything was peppermint on our table or sexy on our
Everything
table.
was
So they
sexy.
joined our table. She was still there with those men. After like 30 minutes, she just came.
They wanted to come sit here on the sofa.
So you're fucking my friends now. I'm like, I got you in this club with a man.
And now you're
That is
asking
an
me my
offense on
FEC.
his own. I'm the one who's supposed to be doing what you're doing. Now you are coming here to accuse me of your friends that I've known them for long. Flora or Laura was there. Okay, to cut the story short, I knew she was already coming into me like,
Yes.
that's okay, babe, let's go and talk outside. One slap, bish. I hold her hand. I said, please, let's go outside. I was begging her for her not to slap me much more than that.
Yes.
Then we went outside.
Because that's an embarrassment also
Outside,
on its own.
she now said she wants to take... Okay, so at some point, she bought me a curtain for my room.
Okay.
So she said, okay, now we are going to take that curtain off. I want to take my curtain tonight.
I swear she took the curtain.
She took it.
I
So
swear to
so
God.
now she now called...
Excuse
she
me,
called a
can
man.
I say something? Do you guys understand that? Did you learn something from that?
She did it. I like her.
Is there, like, with everything that you've been telling me, I've just picked up so many things. What did you learn from that situation?
There's nothing
We
to
report
learn.
her.
There are cycles. There are cycles. And sometimes a man's dick wakes up a cycle in a woman.
Oh my God.
The way you treat her and the way you fuck her would wake that thing that has been sleeping up. I tell you. And then I've seen a lot of cycles. There's this other one that was opening different Instagram accounts, putting my pictures and my ex-girlfriend's picture, my kids' picture, trying to hide my friends and family to be saying
True life story.
different things there.
That is
We
the
went
highest,
to two police
That
stations.
is the highest
We went
form
to
of
two
domestic.
Police
station.
stations to write statement for this lady.
Let me finish the story
I'm
of this
telling
girl.
you.
So we went home and
Psychopath.
we had to take the curtain off. Okay, she called her boyfriend, a cop,
She have a police boyfriend.
to come
Yeah.
fetch her. That one got there. That one said he's not going to fetch her. I left her there. She insisted I go drop her at home. I drove Sammy's car. We left 4 a.m.
After removing battery.
Where does she
removing
live?
curtain.
Where does
She
she-
stays about 4th Street away from me.
Then
Oh,
to your curtain.
And you know, for the fact that I feel like if I slap her once, she could take that bruises to cops and they won't know all those things I've been going through.
They've been.
You get? They could arrest me and still jail me for
Nobody wear your
being abused for a long time. You get? So at some point, okay, that day we took the thing. I went to her house. She started begging. Okay, let me now tell you when I saw that. Okay, this is just how she is and how she is, and I tried to avoid it until we cut the whole thing off. I realized that when she gets drunk, this girl was working in the airport when we met. She lost the job because she was coming every night to fight in my complex, and she would get drunk and sleep on the floor after insulting everybody in the house.
You ask the question, why did he stay in that kind of abusive
I wasn't in a relationship again.
This guy will say, J Prince will say, okay, I'm over with this relationship. I'm done with you. And this lady will say,
We are not done. We are stuck together.
you said you love me. I said I love you. We are stuck
We
together.
are stuck together. That's how our tongue would have twisted when she's drunk. Yeah, you know what I was trying to say is she gets drunk. She gets drunk
They took a blood oath
from any club around.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they took a blood oath.
Don't worry, she
because
gets
that
drunk.
was so
She gets drunk.
very
She comes
psycho.
to the house. She calls the scene. She sleeps in the morning. She will start apologizing for all what she did.
All what she did.
So you know, do you know why I stayed
she
in
will
her
even
house
come to my room.
from 4
Yeah, even
a.m.
the cotton she took, she came to beg.
Bro, don't worry. From 4 a.m. till around 8 a.m.
She will be begging.
She was begging me in front that I should take the curtain back. I had to take it back because we were not going to leave. She was
Even God will agree.
She was right in front of the car. Okay, she did it like 3 times consecutively. So now I bought a new curtain. Anytime
When she's coming.
anytime I know, no, she doesn't even come, but I know she will just pass to monitor my house. If the curtain is not there, she will fight me.
Can you imagine? Cotton that she took in the first place.
You got
No,
my
I
point.
think-
So at one
I-
day, so let
can
me
I
let,
say
let, let me
something?
before you say it, let me
Okay.
now tell you when I retaliated. So there was a day, the day that Sefo came, that Sammy has already told him what she was going to do when she gets here. Now she got to the club, she was playing for like 10-15 minutes. Suddenly she came. Boom. Sammy said, "Ma, what today?" That means she's here now. Look. He's telling Sefo to look. So before Sefo look and see one slap, I held that slap.
Wait, can I say something before we go? Ne? This girl will come inside here and slap everybody when she's drunk.
When she's drunk.
I swear. Listen to me.
Except
Listen
Sammy.
to me.
Remember to say except
Listen
virus.
to
Even
me.
Sefo punched her back. One of the
Wait,
slaps,
listen
she
to
gets
me.
Sefo.
Listen to
She
me.
slaps Sefo now.
It's easy for it's easy for women to go online and say a man is abusive, a man is this, a man is that, a man
She
is
even
trash.
slaps his friends.
But a woman will not say what they have been doing to that man to make him to be that person. Listen to what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Brother Alex is like
It's like
our father.
Blackisley.
Listen,
His friend, yeah.
it's like our father in South Africa.
Yeah.
That time, he's the only man with us. That girl slapped the Alex.
I'm telling
A
you.
whole leg
I tell
back.
you.
you,
So
she
imagine,
slapped
what do you think I was going to
She
do to
has
that
slapped
one to
before.
stop
Only
her?
virus.
When
Only
she's drunk,
virus.
she's just drunk. She will do all those things.
So what did you,
Many times.
eventually now, what
she
did
never
you now
slapped
do?
Don't worry. Many times I didn't even sleep in my house because I know she will come. If she doesn't see me, she will make peace. She will only be telling people what I was saying about them that I didn't say. In the house, she will start saying, "Hey, you say he doesn't hit this one. Your parents are begging."
And listen, like, I remember something. Now listen, somebody who see J Prince, right, will say, you don't like to be in a relationship with a woman, will not know what he has went through, right? Do you understand that when you are dating someone, you have communication? Do you understand? And there was one of my driver who did this to me, right? He gave a car to someone, and that person, I caught the person, and the person was thinking I'm going to be mad with my driver, but I wasn't mad with him because I will also do the same thing if I was in his shoe, right? And he told that person that he's the owner of it's a guy code. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now you will be having conversation with your woman in the house. Any day she get drunk, she will just come. You
She
know
say everything. She even
do you
say,
know
I said,
even
"I'm the
say
one who owns Sammy's
this
car."
thing is. Do you know even say he's the owner of your car?
He said, "I'm the one feeding everybody in the
he's
house."
the one feeding us. Do you understand? Those are guys code. You can be.
You can say it's my house is
even me,
yours.
I can say
And
it.
if your
Do you
girlfriend
understand?
Say, yeah, it's the owner of this house.
I've took a girl to my friend's house and I said, this is my house.
This is my
Do you
house.
understand?
My friend
No,
will
that's
stand
what
on
most
10
men
toes.
do
This
now.
is his
You
house.
understand what I'm saying?
That day that she came to that bar, she came, okay, you say you didn't see me since. So I knew, I was already prepared. It's been happening. So the first slap she brought, I held that hand and then I took her outside. So that time I had actually gone to meet her father. Then her father said, anytime she does this,
Beat
call
her.
me. No,
okay.
he said, call me.
Okay.
So going out, I picked up my phone to call him. Said, okay, she's here now harassing me again. She slapped me on that phone. You know what pained me that day that made me slap her was because of that phone. Because I like that phone gone. Then she slapped it and that phone slipped off my hand. And when I picked that phone, she tried to take it from me. I Give her the slap! She was on the floor for like
You
few
know that my
minutes.
own slap is
I
better
crossed to
than
the other
yours,
side.
because you
Let me
can
tell you what
slap
happened.
and
She had
slap
already
back.
called cops that I beat her.
You see,
After
what is
she
Victoria
had
now?
called them.
Cops will work out.
Do you know why? Do you know why the cops didn't take her
No,
statement
no,
that
no,
night?
2 minutes,
Was
that's
because
not
she was smelling alcohol.
Yeah.
They
They
say-
don't.
And she was
No,
not
police.
there.
You see, that's why also it's part of. That's why the domestic violence cases they're so high, because sometimes you go to the police station when you are drunk. Sometimes we fight when we are drunk, and I want to go to the
You
police
get
station.
abused
and
when you are
that-
drunk,
You understand? And the police, they will say, I remember very well when I went to Club Room 130 the first time. I think it was that time when I just came back from France. So I went out with a friend of mine. I got one Nigerian guy slapped me. I don't know. I think I was drunk. He said something to me, and also I
Of course.
I said something, I said something. I did not see that guy slap me. Kwa. Eh.
Anti-sexy, can I please ask you one question?
Yeah.
If you kept quiet, would
Had
you
I
have think
kept
that?
quiet?
No, if you kept quiet, do you think that guy would have done anything wrong to you?
Maybe slap you.
I just only one question.
No, I don't
It's
think.
only yes or no. Please.
I think he was already in a bad mood.
Yeah. Do you
If you
think-
ignored him, if you had ignored him,
Yeah, had I ignored him, you see now this is another.
No,
now we
please
are.
answer
Can I say
yes or
something?
no.
Now this is.
I just
this
want
is
us
another.
to come up with that question you asked me.
Had I kept quiet, do I think he would have slapped me? No.
Thank you.
but people
You
want to
know,
fight for them, right?
but you
okay,
know-
let me just land before we divert.
Yes.
So, okay, they didn't take a
That's
statement.
another
So it
case.
was a slap. Apparently, in the morning, there's no doctor report you can bring for a slap. In as much as there's no much bruises or you're not injured, like physical, like a puncher or something. That was why she couldn't arrest me. I didn't sleep at home that night because I knew she might come.
You see.
And she someone could call the cops to come fetch her.
Is
thing,
that the
you know.
reason you left Kempton Park?
No. But I tell you, firstly, after that slap, that was the last time she ever slapped me. Then we drifted apart. 3 months after we broke, finally, went apart. She came to the club with a bandage in her hand, So I was asking.
You were dating a psycho, sorry.
I tell you, then I was asking the lady, the bar lady, what happened? Did Precious tell you what happened to her? She said, it's her present boyfriend that beat her. The essence of all this, my story, is that if you are
Olori
not
Bruku.
an abusive man, you would withstand the pressure of a woman pushing you. Because a woman slap on you is, it's just like tickling me.
Virus. J Prince. J Prince.
Then you will leave.
J Prince, I don't blame your point of view, right? But I'm just saying, I believe the reason for this podcast is for us to both understand the both side of each other, right? It's easier to say a man should calm down, eh? I'll just give you I'm not going to, it's not a long story. I just want to ask a question. You went to a club alone, right? A girl you are dating, you were not staying together. She went to club on her own. You guys didn't have a plan of seeing each other. Then you are in a club, and this girl is asking you a question. You are talking to a girl, a lady, in that club, and this lady walking. Use a bottle, break on this girl. This girl was full of blood. The girl that was just asking you a question about how can she get to the toilet. And a woman will say that person is a bad man if he leave you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, you got drunk and you pee here. Are you kidding me? How can't you go to the toilet? Like, she pee,
Yeah, I feel
and it was the carpet.
Yeah, a girl I'm dating, I'm
She
not
was
even
drunk.
married to.
She was drunk.
Yeah,
That's just
I-
the
Do you understand what I'm
My
saying?
dad, yeah.
explanation. She
But
wouldn't do it on the normal day.
You don't have
bro.
to do anything.
She wouldn't
to
do
her
it
for
on the
that.
normal day.
Just put her inside the house, clean the.
She wouldn't
if
do
it's
it on
your
the
brother
normal
or your
day.
sister.
It is
If she was your
understandable.
sister, what you would do?
If it was a sister, you
Yeah,
get.
are you going to
Like,
beat
it is
her?
understandable that okay, yeah, this person peed
If
on
it's
her.
your sister or your
I've seen a grown-up man went after club in the morning. He went to the this white chair, this chair that white plastic chair. The man went and sat on the plastic chair, pulled there and slept there. because he thought he was in the pit latrine. It was on the water system.
Oh.
It is alcohol.
And maybe,
when you're drunk,
maybe
it
dreaming.
is another thing. Maybe you were dreaming, then you pee at that moment. Maybe there's this other guy too. An old man. I don't want to mention his name. Like my mentor. He was drunk. He woke up and went to the
I'm
corner.
not your mentor? What the fuck? I'm disappointed. I thought that was this guy's mentor.
No.
You're talking about me, right?
No, I'm your father now.
Ay,
So
Jesus.
he went to the corner of the room and peed there. And in the morning, after everybody started making fun of it, he said, yeah, he was dreaming that he went to the toilet. He opened the pit latrine.
I also saw
You
another
get
one
so
pee
he's
himself.
drunk. If this person did it consciously,
Room 130. He literally took out his winky and.
yeah, that is too much alcohol. It's just intoxication.
I think that one is obviously if it's a norm or sometimes somebody's got a sickness. You know, there are people who have disorder of just peeing themselves if they. I don't think I can do that. But, you know, at the end of the day, domestic violence is domestic violence. We don't have to, you know, put flowers on it, say, okay, because this person behaved or had you been quiet, this wouldn't have happened. Domestic violence is domestic violence. And
It is.
Wait.
If somebody
Wait,
slap
I
you,
want
slap
to
back.
ask a question.
If somebody
That
pour
is
water
easy
on
for
you,
you to
don't
say.
slap.
Zeddy King.
If somebody,
Zeddy.
it's simple. If somebody slap you, slap back.
No, Jesus is not
If somebody pour
Come on,
water on you,
guys.
pour water on them. If somebody insult you, insult
Okay,
back.
can I
If
talk
somebody
about-
call you a motherfucker,
Imagine a girl you
Somebody
break a
pour water
bottle
on
on
me.
the head, and you
Why
are
would
saying
I wait for him to pour
is that not a domestic violence?
It's
I
a
will
domestic
beat the-
violence.
So what should that girl do?
You either leave the person.
no,
or-
what she did is wrong.
What she did is wrong.
What she did is wrong. In all honesty, you can break up with
You
her.
want to retaliate?
That girl self should, like, the guys friends they come they beat that girl. Even me,
That's what I'm saying. Even
I was happy
if
they
if
beat
you,
that's my girlfriend
even
that
if
time.
you at that moment slap her, it is not
Story
a
for
bad thing.
another
Let me
day.
tell you with my experience now recently,
oh, Papa.
recently when I'm already old like this, you know, there was this guy I was dating, and I remember the first time he ever hit me. There were red flags because every time would have a misunderstanding, he would threaten that he's going to leave me. He'd say, I'm going to leave Lerato. One day I'm going to break up with you. You know, I would go to maybe a club also, and then he'll be there. At some point, I used to think that he's stalking me. But at first, it's sexy. You understand? You like it as a woman that, you understand? Attention. If I'm sitting there, maybe by the bar, the waiter will come to me, ma'am, that gentleman over there is calling you. And you're thinking, I'm not looking for any guy. When you turn around, this is your guy calling you. And you're like, oh my God, this is so nice and sexy. Until one time, that motherfucker panel beated me nicely. And I left. It's not.
That's what I'm saying.
When
You
I
will
say
see the
nice-
sign.
when I
This
say
woman is a
nicely-
psychopath. This guy is a psychopath. You will see it. Somebody who's not a woman beater, you will see it. You will see it. You will see the signs. You've already you saw the signs, right?
But wait, guys, I want you to understand something. Do you know what is constant in life is change? That man can be with another woman. I will never lay his hand on that woman.
And chances are maybe that woman is a quiet person. Me, as someone that voice out my opinion, we're always going to have a problem. If now we are dating and you do things that I believe that this is against the dating that we are doing, I'm going to talk about it. And if you don't understand, why stay with me?
You know, I always say,
You know, like it's easy. No, wait, guys. Ne? Me, I'm talking from men's side. If you are watching this show, it doesn't mean I'm a bad man in the house. Ne? I have to represent. But listen to
he's
what I
a
want
very
to say,
bad
right?
man.
What I want to say is, it's easier to say you are going to talk back. What was your approach? Was your approach like we want to sit down
When
and
you are
fight
angry
too,
and
or you are
approach-
just like this man is angry, even you are putting more fire. Say,
bro, I'm still saying that it is wrong. I don't want to know what fire she's putting. In as much as she's not putting an actual fire on your head, bro, you could avoid it.
It's easier for you to say, ne?
Why?
But me, I know a friend, right?
Because
that
he's an
when the wife
abuser.
got when
He's an
the wife
abusive
got
man.
angry, ne? The wife will beat this guy.
then you need
Bro.
to leave that marriage.
You need to leave that.
How many marriage you want to leave?
Don't try. That's why I'm
it's
even
not
still
about-
Is that
still
not?
married.
Is that not?
Let me tell you one thing.
Can
The
I
reason
say
why I'm
something?
So
still
if a
not.
woman beats
Let me tell you
a man,
something.
it's not a child. It's
The
not
If
domestic
it's abuse, then you
violence.
need to leave or report her. Let me now tell you one thing. The reason, one of the reasons why I'm still not married is because I want to marry somebody I fall in love with her soul. I want to marry somebody that I won't say as a punching bag.
You never see someone to fall in love now.
Okay, now imagine I meet somebody I fall in love with her, and then boom, she's an abusive person
Okay,
like that.
how
Then
long-
she turn out to
how
be
long
psycho.
do you want to-
If you look at the circumstances surrounding your personal life at that moment, and you choose because of that, trust me, when these two guys met their wives,
Yeah.
that first day, I'm sure they were not 100% sure that this would be my wife.
Yeah, obviously.
You get my
And-
point.
No, but sometimes.
But then-
you
Me
can-
that I said I didn't want to do again on the second date. We're going to beach. She invited her friend. Did I invite your friend? I'm not doing anymore. I'm not doing anymore. I cancelled the relationship.
You get my point.
Are you kidding me? Why are you bringing your friend?
So you can't just marry somebody based on the fact that you feel like this woman just suits all my wants. This woman just actually ticks almost all my my list. You get? Then you don't consider the fact of staying with that person. How would you even tolerate this person? How would you get to know this person? How much can you tolerate this person? See, you're staying with somebody that you didn't grow up together. You were raised differently. Then you guys want to come on a common ground. There will be misunderstanding. You cannot be 100% perfect. Even Oyedepo and his wife, I'm sure they have arguments.
Even brothers and sisters cannot be
You get?
agreeing
But
every
then
time.
when this argument kicks in, how can we handle it? Is when you know
Yeah,
that this is my
yeah.
wife. Because if before marriage he had even slapped you 1 or 2 times,
Yeah.
and all that, and then you
And you still want to go and marry that guy.
You're still going.
You
Yeah.
will still pour hot water
Let me
on your
now
head.
tell you one thing. Men here will not accept, but it is better that the woman is the violent one, not the man.
No, nobody should be violent person. Nobody should be
No,
violent.
nobody should be
I'm
violent.
just saying
No.
it
Don't
is
be
even
violent.
better that way.
No, which better?
Because if a woman, if a man,
Don't wake
like,
up and
Can I ask you one question, guys?
your husband is drinking.
I want to ask J Prince, especially J Prince, ne? Do you understand there is something called growth?
What?
Growth.
yeah.
Like you grow in
You
life.
know something and then you
I just want to give you one example, right? When my wife was pregnant, was with our first child, right? Like I go out with my friends. I used to go out with my friend. You
were
understand?
together then. You used to
Like sometimes
It's
I
a
just want
normal
to.
thing men do.
I just want to leave
whereby,
the house, right?
DJ Yemi,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
night out and stuff.
Like-
yeah, might.
Sometimes she will be angry about
Yeah,
that,
man.
right? And one day I sat her down. I said, babe, listen, I want you to understand something. This is a road I haven't crossed before. Do you
We're going
understand?
to do it
taking
together.
It doesn't mean that I don't love you. So, like, okay, let me tell you. Until we went to the doctor, and the doctor said it's good for us to have sex, that is going to give a easy delivery. Before I felt easy to have sex with when she was
you were beating her
pregnant.
so-
With my second child, I was different. I was
Because
even
you
me.
know more.
Even me, I would say that I was a different child. I was a different human. We
that
said
stage
that
of
that
your
stage, I was there. Like I was there than good.
Yeah, and if you look at it, that was not the only thing you were there for. A lot of other things have been
Do you
grown,
understand?
have grown with your
So
business and
me, I
everything like
believe that in life you grow to something.
Yeah.
You get. You see when you are with someone, don't keep quiet. Let everybody understand. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. Do you understand? There are women that you will tell that I want you to put all this Maggie will be like, no, you are controlling me. It's the way I want my thing. So if we can't come to a common ground as a man, there will always be this violence. Do you understand? And as a woman, it's easy for a woman to fight with you for 5 days. A man cannot control it. Do you think if my wife wasn't patient with me that time, she wouldn't have left me?
that. And then you have grown by the time
Now,
you have
do you
your
understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
So
Saying.
okay,
Yeah, that
did
means
your
that
wife?
woman also can change.
People can change.
Do you think somebody you've studied for 6 months can come up with a very different attitude if it's not devil that trigger.
I swear to God, women.
You would have seen the sign.
Bro, women can keep a lot of things that you will find out after you are in that marriage.
But not things that will trigger you to be beaten her every time.
In my family, I'm the first person that will say sorry. So let me tell you something. Listen to me.
Person.
I'm not a quiet person,
Oh God!
But I want you to understand something,
It's a worry.
You see some things don't worth it. I will see you tomorrow morning. Why am I fighting with you?
Now, yeah.
Like, I want us to understand something, You see, like a woman have energy. Like my energy goes to my business. My energy goes to me succeeding in life. You understand? Now you adding up to energy
To fight.
You understand, to fight. It's not going to work with somebody like me. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would rather say to babe, you know what? I know you're angry. I'm sorry. Fine. We can be angry now, but later we are going to resolve it. You get? Everybody will be on their own. Even if she's talking about it, she speak her mind. But you see, when she calm down,
Can I
and we
say
both
something?
sit down. No, listen, I'm just telling you
Okay.
something.
All right.
Like, let's say we have quarrel during the day, right? And we want to talk about it. Let's say sometimes we go to maybe I just drive and we go to 4 ways more, on top of the roof there. Then we start talking. Do you understand? She will say her mind. I will say my mind. We are going to reach a common ground.
Okay.
But when she was if I also was
You will start beating her. That is
No.
what a lot of men make mistake.
That's what I'm saying to you is, if one person don't calm down for one person, we will continue this fight for the rest of our life.
So what King Kami is saying is both genders should try to always try to battle for each other. Yeah.
Let's
reach a common
if somebody
ground.
is fighting, if you can see that this person,
angry.
I know sometimes that my wife will say to my kids, don't go to your daddy's office. You understand? She can read my mood.
Yeah.
She see that where I'm coming from is not fine. When I just enter, then she will come to me later. Babe, what's up? This stupid painter I give a car to, he asked me to come and take it. I fought there. You get? But when I come back, she's not confronting me with, so why are you angry? Why is that child greeting you now? And you are doing this. Even sometimes my kids will come to me, I just tell them, where you guys should go inside, go and take your. It doesn't mean I hate them. What I'm doing right time. Do you understand? So if you cannot reach a common ground to let both each other understand that, if you love someone, try to understand that this person is not okay now. You understand?
Yeah.
Don't make me a bad person. Don't make me a beast.
Don't push me to the wall.
I don't want to be a beast to you. I love you.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But can
But
I
you
say
cannot
something?
just
Can I ask something?
stop now.
No, I want to ask. Why would you go out and get frustrated outside, and when you come inside, that frustration does not, stop at the door?
It's not possible.
Bro, I'm outside.
We are talking
I'm
about
working
money here.
business.
We are
We are
talking
doing
about you are
all
going
of
to
us.
pay your rent
All of
tomorrow.
us. It's
We
all
are
of
talking
us.
about your kids. They are going
Bro,
to change them from
tomorrow.
school.
It's next
Are you
year
kidding
one.
me?
Even
What are you
next year
saying?
one,
What are you saying?
You get what I'm saying?
So if you
just
can,
recall.
no.
Bro,
You try your best to leave.
You see, like that guy. Let me tell you something. I think women are making mistake. Women are losing good men for one single day mistake. Let me tell you something. There is something that is
mistake
constant
is what?
called change. You see that guy? That guy you said you left in. You say you are in a club because he also went to club. Then later, he fight with you, right? You see that guy love you. You see a guy who doesn't care. Let me tell you something. A guy who doesn't care about you. Me, I don't care. I swear I will never. I will see you with another man or talking with another man
I swear
or
to
sitting
God.
down in a club. I will not. Even me, I'm
let
enjoying
me
my life.
contribute to that. That makes a lot of sense, right? Sometimes as a woman, sometimes when your guy is reacting, it's because he cares about
they're
you.
not dating.
They are not dating.
They were not
They were dating now.
the guy that slapped you in the club.
Jealous.
No,
They're dating. She has already been coming like that. Even when she's
Okay.
in the club.
I spoke about my ex and the guy in the club. So it
There's different one. There's a hex that.
But wait,
Oh,
do you
okay.
think somebody you are not dating will go and be will go and be violent against you? Let me just ask that question.
Yeah, let me give you a very good one.
Yes, the same thing that happened with the Nigerian guy that slapped me.
That's
at
the
room
one I'm saying.
130.
He slapped her. They were not
He was
dating.
left my, but we're not dating.
And that's domestic violence?
The guy just slapped me.
That's not domestic violence.
As the guy
one-on-one
slapped
flies.
me,
It's outside fight. It's not. It's
It's
external
gender-based.
violence.
But then we're just saying like
oh yeah,
you
that's-
now
violence
said
is somebody
if
like-
she had not
like
responded to that guy at that moment, maybe that whole thing wouldn't have caused the scene.
gender-based,
Yeah,
domestic
yeah.
violence, everything.
Yeah,
okay,
you
that
talking
makes
about
sense.
violence in general, at the
No,
end
of
the
day. Yeah.
let's say they were not dating, right? Imagine they were dating.
No, the
and
one that I was dating, I left.
Yeah, I understand that. That guy in the club, whereby that girl was trying to point attention to, like, assume you have kept quiet, right? That slap wouldn't have come about, right? So just imagine that you are dating that guy as well. Just apply the same principle, and that slap will never come.
But at the end of the
Right.
day,
No, what
Don't
I
say
wanted
nothing
to
to that
get.
nigga.
No, me. I'm sorry, Sister Beautiful.
Guys, my new name is Sister Beautiful.
Okay.
Call me Sister
I'm
Beautiful.
telling you.
Anti-sexy, ne?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, as a man, and I know men, is this.
Kinds.
Because somebody beat you once, ne? Listen, ne? Because somebody beat you once, ne? Doesn't mean that person ate you. Wait, listen. You don't know the background of this person. You don't know how this person grew up. You don't know if this person always see that the violence is what stopped the issue in the house where he was growing up. Do you understand? What makes people change is when you hear something someone tell you. Okay, I follow this pastor, Pastor Sam Adeyemi. I used to listen to all his marriages
Advices.
counseling. Do you understand? Not because I don't love my wife. It's because I want to apply knowledge to understand how to be with a woman. Do you understand? When a man is walking in a path that he has never walked through before, it's difficult for that man to master that craft once.
But you can never
marriage
never
is not
master.
something that you enter
If you're
before,
getting
right?
married for the first time, if you get married for the first time, how are you going to know? Obviously, you have to figure it. You have to figure it out
So in that
together.
process, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. Is that what you're going
Exactly,
with? Yeah,
yes.
that's what you guys are reaching the same grass. So I'm not a master of the craft yet. So why don't you permit my mistake?
Do you
Instead
understand?
of leaving me at the first mistake.
Or even making me to know that,
That's
baby.
one. That's one.
Like Junior decided
Yeah,
to relax.
I didn't
Does
want
that
to
make
hurt
him a
you.
monster just that day?
Exactly.
Now he's not a monster.
Exactly.
Somebody who has been trying to, you know what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
So sometimes
It
maybe
also comes with a
I
woman
don't know, but
also.
I'm not gonna put
What
it
I'm
there
saying-
like
bro,
that.
what the bottom line is, what we're saying here is not somebody who just slapped the girlfriend yesterday and they
Yeah.
fixed it. What we're saying is somebody who beat you constantly, somebody who abused you
it's not
constantly.
permissible. That's
Yeah,
not
that is
permissible.
wrong.
That's not
That's what I'm-
permissible.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
only an animal.
We're not going to handle this situation or judge this situation based on
A one-time
a
action.
one-time mistake.
Yeah. Anti-sexy, you shouldn't have left that guy. If that was the first time, he has been coming to that club to admire you by calling that waiter to come and give you a drink to say, you were finding it sexy, right? You found it sexy because you had a fight at the house and now he's in the bar trying to check you out, telling the waiter, tell her, I'm calling her. You turn back, you find him, right? He has been doing that. And then one day, he accidentally, I'm not deciding it, but accidentally, perhaps, he slaps you. You left him.
No,
That go to
it's
say,
not.
oh, okay, but
If you-
everything you
if
told
you
us.
Listen.
Okay.
With this, why I left? Our friends were there. His friends
So
were
you
there.
left because
my
of-
friends were there, and you hit me. Even if maybe I had said something to upset you, you rather
But
wait.
it was his first time of
Listen,
doing
That
right?
doesn't even deserve
it
a second
was
chance. bro.
exactly.
Do it in front of my
he was
friends.
not supposed
that's
to
That
do
is
it.
so full of
My
guts.
friends were there.
There was a
You
day,
understand?
Bro,
You
there was
can't
a day
beat
we
me in
were
front of
having-
my
we were
friends and
having
then
an
tomorrow.
argument.
Don't you think
you
that maybe it
expect
was
me
because it
to-
was in front of your friends
Sorry.
that you were rude to him? That was what beats his elbow. He has been there before. You have been there with him before. He has sent you drinks before. Yeah, you understand?
Bro,
So
there was a day.
It might just be
There was a
because
day.
you should have blamed those friends for being
Virus, there was a
Because
day.
they reacted because they were there.
There was a day we were in the car with me, you and your wife. We were having our own argument. Then she shouted at her to focus. If you had slapped her that day,
Why would I slap her?
That's it.
I just
That
turned
is
the
what
I did what
men
I just
to slap
turned the
a
car
woman.
over and I said I'll drop you in the house.
That is it, because you are not a woman beater. What she did in that car is what a lot of the guy will beat the woman
No,
for.
that one doesn't make sense.
So do you
Wait,
understand?
okay, wait.
No,
Wait, I want to get this right.
So,
Virus, what did you do?
I just turned the
He just
car
turned the
back.
car
I thought I
back.
would go and drop you
That
in the
you
house
drop
and then I
her,
would
we're
go back
going
in
in
my
Okay,
house.
wait. You turn the back, right? You turn the car back, right?
Yeah, immediately. I'm afraid of accident.
bro, on
Wait,
Oh,
3
highway.
seconds.
Wait.
Highway, no, yeah.
It's because she disrespects you in front of your friend, right?
Yeah.
That's how you take it, right?
Yeah.
If it was me and my wife did that, I swear to God, who see me heaven, I would just concentrate and tell my friend, you know what, we'll talk about this. Listen to me.
You understand? That's
no,
also what he did was not too bad, but it was.
Listen, you get you get where I'm coming from now. I want us to. I think we are going to do another topic. How we find common ground to this thing.
That is also
You get-
a form of abuse.
That I turned the car back.
Yeah, you turned the
Another
car
person-
back. You went to draw. Avoid.
Yeah, I don't even need
Avoid
to
more
explain.
fights.
I don't want to explain everything.
He was trying to
I
avoid
will turn
more
it back
conflict.
tomorrow.
He was
I'll
trying to
rather do
avoid
that. I'll
more
choose that.
conflict.
Yes,
You get my
I
point?
understand.
What happened?
I was talking to my friend. I was having argument with my friend, and then she made a statement that affected my friend, not only me. That was why I was like, okay, if you don't want to be here, I'll go drop you in the house, and then I'll keep going. Really? That's an abuse. I'll do it
Get
again.
What you did,
It's
I won't call what
understandable,
you did
but
an
it is.
I won't call what you did an
I'll do it
abuse
again.
because it's just like
It's an
somebody.
abuse that I turned my own
It's
car
just like
around to
it's just
go
like
drop the woman at the
a
house.
very good example. A very good
I would have
example.
dropped that the road.
A very good example with this is we're having an argument. I walked out.
I leave the house.
I leave the
So
house.
now it's my fault.
We're having an argument, then I drop
Yeah,
you. So we
that's what I
won't
do.
continue the argument again.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes sense.
If he had dropped that there
Yeah.
on that road,
Yeah,
that's an
the-
abuse.
And even before I got to the house, Junior said, "Virus, no, don't do like that."
Don't do
He
it.
Put me in our
Let's go.
language. Let's go. And I
Let's
come
go.
back and
And
we
you
went
come back,
back
we went
again.
back there.
You
understand? But
so
then-
my friend that was affected, immediately he was one that is not begging for. Okay, now we reach a common ground.
Okay,
Let's go.
Virus.
So now,
do you know?
Imagine if in that scenario when we were driving and then she screamed at you like, hey, didn't even call you a baby, just called you by your name. Why are you not focusing? And then he slapped you from the back. Wait, relax before you react. Okay. Then he does that. Do you know that was what that guy did to her that made her leave?
Yeah,
When your
my
wife
friend
was,
was talking, my wife decided to
that was abuse.
Okay,
That's
so
what
now
I'm saying.
why
It's a form.
did you notice my own abuse first? Women
Okay,
standing for
all
women.
right.
So guys, basically,
Women supporting women.
guys, basically, let me tell you, when there's a matrimony or there's a union between a guy and a woman, then the basic thing is there needs to be an understanding of a lot of
that's
things.
just the thing.
There
Compromise,
needs to be
compromise,
Okay,
always
yeah.
compromise.
Because trust me, two different people staying together to form one, there will be clashes, there will be abuses. There are some abuses that, like that one she did to us in that car, that is forgivable, that is overlookable.
Yes.
You get?
Yes.
So there are some abuse that will happen in marriages. It's inevitable. She'll be in a bad mood, you are in a bad mood. One word you guys say to each other, you will retaliate the same way. But then what will keep you guys off that abuse is when you now shut up and you now drive down your wife to mountain top like Sammy does to talk to her when the breeze will be entering her hair will be
She will be chill.
you get if Sammy had retaliated
That is psychotic. Why would you?
no, it's not psychotic, it's therapy, it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
No,
Therapeutic.
you know,
No one with us. We are free.
Yeah.
You can even say my secret.
everybody is there.
Like
No one
when
with
I
us.
was Dubai, if I
Trust
find her,
There's no
I
one
know
with
where
us.
to
You
find
can
her.
even
And
say
Mamza
my
Beach,
a
there's
secret that I
beach
kept
called
from
Mamza.
her
She's
just to
always
make
there.
a point at that moment.
So I just know where to find her. Yeah, if you have a fight, I just go to the Mamza Beach. I drop from the taxi. I will always find Anne. Even if we kill ourselves, I always know I will find her by the beach. Anytime, you understand? So sometimes it's just this scenario.
So you get there will
Anything
be
we talk
issues.
about, we'll
There
go
will
and
even
take
be,
taxi back
to
home.
be honest, there will even be issues that will lead to slapping each other. How you guys maneuver and understand the situation and manage
It's what
it is
you
what
do,
we
yeah.
need.
It's just like fighting your brother.
So there will be a situation that has happened between you and your wife that a lot of man has beaten his wife to stupor for. That you know, as a man, you can just undo that thing. It is not always the time you have to act like a man, especially when it has to do with your wife or your partner.
Yeah, which is
but a lot of women also beat their boyfriend.
Yeah, we were
That's
talking
the boy.
about
It's not
that. And actually, I wanted to put out there.
It's not much, to be honest. It's
No,
not
no,
much.
Junior, let me
How
put
many
it out
women
to
can
you.
overpower you?
No,
The only
Junior.
time I say a woman beat a man is on social media. You
Jay
see a man, and it's always a village, your local place.
Okay.
J Prince,
Okay,
can I tell you something? Just a minute. So, you have a PlayStation game, right? You like your game. You play your game all the time. If your girlfriend thinks that you're playing that game over her, and she takes that game, she posts it on Facebook
To
she
sell
it. Is that domestic violence or not?
It's domestic violence.
So now, what do you
Imagine I start beating her. That
you
is the
understand?
wrongest thing a man
now,
will do.
okay, now you are saying that a woman can never overpower a woman. She has already abused you domestically.
No, I'm talking about physical violence.
Now you are.
That's what I'm saying.
we're talking about
I'm
domestic
saying
violence.
there are a lot of violence can
So
be.
if I'm
for me
drinking
talking
and you take
about-
my alcohol, you're already abusing me domestically. That's
How
what I
many
love.
people?
Okay,
How
for
many
me
people
talking
will go
about-
to the police station to report
Yeah,
my wife?
because men are stronger. Men will
No,
not go and
relax,
say,
relax,
if you take
relax.
her stuff,
Let's say
you
it's
go.
the other way around.
You take her stuff,
If
you
you
will
take her stuff and you report,
know.
do you think the police will take it as serious as her coming with bruises?
Okay,
No.
this is what
But
I
what
wanted
I'm
to
telling you
say.
that on SAP's network, if you do that, you take her phone, she will go and call
that-
police, and police will carry you.
Okay, this
on
is what
SAP.
guys.
They will charge you.
But
If
you know you
if
won't
take
be
her own
locked up.
stuff,
You
but
won't
you
be
know that
locked
you will
up
not
for
go. Bro, I'm saying they will charge you. You can go to court for it. What you are charged for, whether they lock you for it or they don't lock you for, you have been charged of it. You charged of it, right? You go to court for it. You got to go and defend yourself. So now, if you take her comb, she can call police for you. As a man, if she takes your PlayStation, there's no man so weak that will call. That's domestic abuse as well, right?
It is,
So
it
now
is.
our level of tolerance is what matters.
Exactly.
What can you tolerate from me? What can I tolerate from you? How many is hand used to senior fella hand that will now slap me, that will now affect me? You know what I'm saying? But I know that if one of my own, she will faint. So you will not do that. You will not equate that kind of violence. But she might say, buy me chocolate, and I will not buy that chocolate. It's 10 rand. She will pay her more. I know it will pay her more.
That's
But I
it.
just didn't buy that
Because
chocolate.
let
Then I
me-
will just retaliate in that way. Like, okay, you slapped me yesterday. No
That's
chocolate
it.
for
Okay,
today.
let me tell you something. There is a grown person, right? That person is more grown than me, right? They fight because the wife go out, right? And to be honest with you, me, I give my wife money to go out with her friends.
There are women who enjoys provoking so they can get beaten, and then after there's going to be love making. I think maybe
She
that's
was not born
fascinating.
like that. She just got used to it.
You understand?
Okay, I know somebody who.
Oh, do you think people do that?
Yeah.
Some
I know
women, they do that for that
some
reason.
women. I even get to that get you so used to that abuse that when they
If
date
you
somebody
don't
who's
do-
not beating them, they'll
they
be like,
think
this
you
one
don't
is
love
not
them
doing much.
anymore.
You get, and then in some process, some people get addicted to it, just like drug. In some process, some people just get used to it and even become toxic at their part. Now, when we are having issues, when you're supposed to keep your mouth shut, you are shouting back so I can beat you more. And when I'm beating you and it's hurting you, instead of you taking refuge or taking guard, you are doing more things for me to beat you more. It's because you are now toxic because of the toxicity from that man. Anytime a man slap you for the first time,
For the first time, leave.
don't run even. When a man eats you for the first time, for every first time thing, the English people call it an accident. If you slap you the second time, English
It's
people
an
call it
intent.
coincidence. So it might have just been peradventure of what has happened or situation that has juxtaposed each other that came together to make that. The third time, bro, run. There is no English for it. Amuwa alone the English.
You will die. But some women also, their tongues are very sharp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are overlooking. You would have known that
mentally
woman said
unstable.
that she has mental problem. Even that over sharp of a tongue, it's a mental issue.
It's a mental.
It's a mental issue. We overlook mental issues, especially when we're in love.
Okay, let me now ask you this question, right? It's easy to say, if that girl is this, you can leave that one. how many do you want to leave?
No, I'm not. You cannot
Keep
actually. You
living.
cannot
Keep
leave.
starting.
Bro, there's no
Like I
place
said, you have
in
to
life
choose
that
your
you
own
have to
poison.
stay with.
Actually, for me, you have to choose your own poison. That is just the thing. Nobody's an angel.
Yes,
you
that's
understand?
what
We got
I
niggas
always
that
say.
the only thing that they do that is so irritating that they refuse to shower. I have a friend who doesn't like to shower. And he's married. And we are always saying like, hey, there's a girl that finally married bacteria. And I'm promising you, he does everything. He's earning in dollars. He's an IT boys and tech boys. He's doing IT. He's earning in dollars. He's being paid legally. You understand what I'm trying to say? But bacteria will not take shower for a week and he doesn't give a fuck. He will wear a boxer for 2 weeks and he doesn't give a damn.
But I'm sure right now
You understand? You
no.
can't, yeah, I don't know. Maybe the woman decided to change him.
Exactly,
You understand what I'm trying to say? So you might decide to change people, but then there are things that you can tolerate. So a woman might find him like that and be like, I can live with this or try to change him. But you might find bacteria is somebody that will breaks a bottle and try to even threaten a girl that is not his girlfriend. As a woman, once you see somebody, a guy that you are with, trying to even beat a woman because of you, that is already a flag. He will one day beat you because of somebody else.
Yeah.
Some women will be there, they'll be shouting like, Washiri, Manolo, be beating her.
If
You
you
understand what I'm saying? Because you are the
beat me.
current girlfriend now. The guy is beating his old girlfriend. You are there, you are hailing. Beat armor. Your own turn will come. Now, when their own turn now come, nobody will be there anymore. Nobody will see when she was there hailing the boyfriend, beating the ex, when she was the new wife. Now, this guy found somebody else. Now it's your turn.
Okay, now let me ask you a
Enjoy.
question. So you guys are saying now, if somebody provoke you, what should you do?
Leave.
walk away.
Walk away.
Yeah. Walk away.
Okay.
And
Can
walk
I-
away until you can find your own devil.
It's easy to say walk away, right? But
Listen,
I know
walking
men who
away-
doesn't want someone to walk away.
Okay, that's good. I'll ask you a
let
question.
her- let her-
If
let
you
her-
have a girlfriend that drinks like me, like when you were still dating before you met your wife, would you marry her?
No.
Okay.
You
just
would
the
have
same
seen
thing.
it.
So if
But
she's
if you have-
violent,
you
you already know. You
if
will
you-
leave her. You will leave her if she's drinking. But you cannot leave her because she's fighting you. Then you are the stupid guy. You get what I'm saying? You can leave a woman because she's drinking. But you cannot leave her when she's already violent against you. You will
Okay.
leave. You should leave.
Okay.
If you will leave,
You want that-
something,
she
you
wanted
should
to
What
say
was
something.
happening? What was happening to J Prince that time? Ne?
Yeah.
I even forgot.
It was love.
Yeah.
He was in love with that girl.
Yeah.
He had
And she
girlfriends.
took
And he could live with
advantage
it.
of that.
Yeah, and
She-
she
No,
and
you
he could
don't
live
get
with
what
it
I'm
for
saying.
so long until he was tired of it.
I get it.
A woman will take it if you walk away out of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will cry more.
She will- it
cry.
will
She
even
cannot
be
do
more
anything to you.
painful.
She will be more pain. She will be more hot. She will have more hot
She
to
won't.
beg you.
She won't be as hot as if you are
If
eating
you're
her.
even beating her.
If you beat
So
her,
back to Noye,
she won't
keep
be
saying,
hot. She will be
you
heartbroken.
should of yourself. You're a woman
But
beater.
me, I don't
You know
think-
but if you walk out, oh my god.
I don't
be
think
hurt.
it's right for you to
She will
walk
cook
out.
jollof rice before
It
you come
is.
back. and
It
pepper
is
soup.
very right. When you see that the situation is escalating to violence, you walk
Yeah.
out.
Walk
bro.
out. Always walk out.
Bro,
Salam
do you
alaikum.
think that time I can beat that girl up? All those time I don't sleep at home. I go sleep at Bro Alex house, sleep here, sleep there
Imagine you were
because of her
sleeping around
violence.
because of her violence.
Do you think
And-
I couldn't face her? Do you think I was scared of her?
And-
I just didn't want to beat her.
J Prince, we
I
can't be
didn't
friends
want to
anymore.
beat
I'm
her.
sorry. You were sleeping around because lady they pursue you. We can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry. I'm cutting.
Bro,
my
maybe
friendship.
maybe na Della you
Call
forgot to
with you.
visit me. If I was doing otherwise,
I think both men and women should find a common, understanding and know your person. I think, know your person. Even, if you have to involve family, if you think between me and you, like what you say you did with your ex-girlfriend, you told her father, right? That was a good thing to do. Unfortunately, she was just in her own world. Thank God none of you died, because for me, I feel like that was the worst. It was the worst thing. Yes, you just have to find understanding.
grounds and
Yes,
understanding.
like understand. I mean, we cannot always solve whatever issues we have with fighting. You understand?
okay, guys, watch out for the topic how to find common grounds in abuses and issues. Virus goes in
me?
our goo.
Like I would say, as a man, work on your tolerance level. Just work on it. I understand people are quick to anger, but we just need to learn where to draw the line. It's like I've always been saying it on the topic, like your wife is your first daughter. Just look at her as your first daughter. Imagine that you give birth to her. Would you beat her? Would you make her hungry? Would you deny her from doing something? Like you want her to grow, you want her to be happy, you want her to be loved, right? That's what you do to your daughter. So just do that to her. So if your daughter is somebody that is provoking you every time, you will try to build your management level, your anger management level. So as a man, work on your temperament level and everything will be fine.
Yes,
I think,
Sammy.
yeah.
As a man, if you are watching this show, I want you to go out there and go and make money.
Get serious in your
Hello.
life.
One
One time
Hello.
only. I ain't repeating that.
Okay.
And don't be a
No,
woman
this is what I
beater.
like. Let me say. Why I want you to make money is an hungry man
He's an angry man.
is an angry man. Do you understand?
That one enter. That one enter. That one enter.
If you
If you are
are,
hungry, if you are full.
you know, if you are thinking of like you have money makes you happy, right?
Yeah.
So some things your wife will do, you shall let go because you know, like I'm going to see this woman tomorrow. Do you think we should be fighting?
Right.
We can just both talk, you know. So if you don't have money, you'll be hungry.
All right, guys. What I'm going to say about that is the rich also cry, right? I've seen rich men abuse women because that's how strong he felt. That's how strong he is, you know. So the bottom line is, as a man, work on your tolerance level. As partners, reach a lot of compromise and agreement. Understand each other. In the process of understanding somebody, if you feel like this person is not really somebody I could tolerate or somebody I could stay with or I could be with, leave. If this person beat you,
Yeah.
I used to say one time before, but one time could be a mistake. If this person beats you 2 times, don't let the third time happen. Leave. Like, don't think there's this woman who's in a 21 years relationship with marriage with 3 kids. The reason why she's still in that marriage is because of those kids, and then because she's actually not financially buoyant to go stand on her own. So don't let that be a factor, bro. It is when you have life that you'll be thinking of your financial capability or ability.
But
Leave,
you love them
leave.
so much that you stay there. She will die. If she dies and then everything ends.
If this man
has
choose
hope
to
she's
change,
alive.
take therapy, take classes, take anger management, if possible, go to hospital for what he has been doing.
They should tie him down.
That is a reason, one maybe valid reason for you to still stay.
Yeah,
But
if he's willing to receive
if you-
treatment, if he's
because
willing,
this
yeah.
person will not change. You will think
he's
tomorrow.
open to
This
it,
person
yeah.
that beat you today could come back tomorrow and buy your iPhone 15. That iPhone 15 he will still leg by Loju. The
Yeah,
next
that's
time
mental
is
problem.
angry.
That's mental problem.
You see, so like this, especially this person I'm talking about. I've told her that the issue is the husband has mental problem.
Yeah.
Now this man need to go to a mental institution so that can manage his mental health and anger management. You get. So the bottom line is, if you two to a fight, break up on time.
Prince,
So once we are
slapping me,
promoting,
Pia.
Yeah, you could
It's
provoke
not
him.
a mistake. You had your right mind that time.
No,
I'm gonna slap
be out
this
of
one.
anger
Wait.
or provocation.
So-
you do it that one time.
I will never stay in an abusive
for a man who
relationship.
slap you once, you never stay.
If it's one time,
That can't slap, eh?
it depends on how you enter.
Ask Mama Tisha here. 3 good weeks, I could not breathe because of that beating. He kicked me. You
Imagine.
understand? I'm a
Imagine.
woman. I'm not going to do that to you. You understand?
That one is-
And you are saying
Can't stay.
it was
That
a
guy can
once
beat
off
his
thing.
mother.
You can't stay.
And when he tried to apologize, he drove me into one jungle like that to say, I'm sorry. I said, why are you bringing me
You will
here?
not collect. If
Imagine.
you don't collect the sorry, you will
You
collect
die
something
here.
else.
Imagine somebody shooting you on your leg, and saying,
yes.
"I was
I
just
have to
angry."
say,
Yes
forgive
or
you.
yes.
You are just
Because-
angry. You shoot your woman for
You
leg.
can't choose.
You are just
Yeah,
angry. Do you deserve a second chance? No.
No, you don't.
You get.
You
So
don't.
I guess, guys, the bottom line is just watch who you gonna be with and see if you can tolerate the person. If you can't, don't let it get to the point whereby you guys start abusing each other. And most of the time, it is always a man to woman thing. So when you are with a man, trust me, guys. No matter what this guy is doing for you, if he keeps beating you, leave. If he keeps eating you, leave. Find a way. Find a solution.
Very good.
It's
Life
better
is
than
better.
losing your life.
Real life is better.
If you lose your life, in the process, bro, everybody will say you should have left. They will even say you should have said it out.
Better to leave.
Look
So
at
that's
this. Look at this woman. That woman pastor from Nigeria. She passed away. Is it early this year or?
The husband
late
was
last
always
year?
beating her.
The husband, the wife.
The bottom line is, okay, you just die. So instead of die, when there is
that
life,
woman,
there is
she's
hope.
famous.
You know,
Yeah.
look at that woman. After all what she has been through,
Yeah.
family were addressing her to still stay, try manage.
Yeah.
Marriage is not that. She died. The man is still alive now.
I tell you, and the government.
He's
took
going
him-
to
took him
marry
court.
another
He's-
woman.
It's going to marry another
And
one.
that money,
Forget
our money,
IVD.
they will not spend it together.
This is IVD. or-
Even IVD,
from
after
Nigeria.
the IVD thing,
She's
she
now dating.
married, she was dating Blessing.
Even if he's not dating now, he will still
AKA God may
Who's
soul
IVD?
rest in peace.
But don't
He
talk
died
about it,
because of.
make I know even like that in wife self. You know what toxic? Like I will not even. I don't even know how to bring about it. Bimbo also brought her own death. How many times did the guy beat her? How many times did they have this beating issue?
Why didn't they leave?
Is it by
They
force because
To
you were
me-
together
to-
when you
yeah,
were born?
that
Because
is
you was
true.
together when
Eh.
you were- Move on. I think Otiro right me. Your own family cannot be rich. Your brother, you don't have brothers that can become rich, just like that guy. Why are you killing yourself there? Go advise your brother. Stay with your brother. You guys will make money together. But she I don't know. I'm not supposed to blame the victim.
So let's just take it that way. It is not good when it comes to violence. Just leave, like just
Take your
avoid
walk,
it.
man.
You
Take
know,
your
you
walk.
know.
As a man, also, if you can't take it no more, man, take your walk. As a man, also, you can also die at it. Because I had somebody who used to ship for us, and then I heard he died. I was speaking with him in March this year when my brother was going home. I spoke with him, and then maybe June, I heard he was dead.
What happened?
Wife stress.
So
Wife
yeah,
stress.
I also know
a lot
guy
of
in
people wife
Cape Town,
stress. Even
the
this man
wife, the
selling tire in
girlfriend cuts
Rambek.
the dick.
Yeah, we know that one. There were
You remember that guy now?
Did they manage to stitch it? So he
They
doesn't-
stitch it, but the dick, the muscle,
part.
he couldn't hold.
No.
He couldn't stand.
But
He
can-
couldn't-
the rest are
He
still.
cannot.
But
so it happens a lot of time, like everywhere it happens. So yeah, let's just avoid it. Like when it's not working, guys, leave each other.
No fine boy
Yeah.
is good enough to
Live.
die for. No fine woman is good enough to die. No rich guy is good. If you die, you can't spend this money. Shebi?
And you
Please
know, a
don't
lot of
die,
women,
because if you
they
die,
will
you're
not
gone.
even. A lot of people will disagree with us. You
It
understand?
doesn't matter. What matters is that you listen, just listen. So yeah.
I know.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a very emotional one, hectic topic.
I'm telling you, it's
But then
been
I think you
fabulous.
guys have actually grabbed one or two things out of this, you know. And if you have an opinion about this, just keep it on comment section. Let's
Let's know,
check
you
it
know.
out. Thank you and Sexy for joining us. Do you have shout out? Anyone you want to
Yes,
shout
please,
out
your
to?
business. Talk about
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. It was an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to say shout out to all my friends. My manager, guys, I have a manager.
Okay.
She's
behind the scene. Behind the scene.
Yeah. So
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us. But then, guys, before we go, you know what we always tell you to do. If you're yet to subscribe, do that now, so
It's
you don't
free.
miss the next one. And
Why is
also,
it free?
click the notification button also, so you could get alerted anytime we post our video. You get. Until we'll catch you another time. Stay ZFG.
yeah.
Peace out.
Love you.
I'm never gonna say goodbye, bye, bye, goodbye.